Hi, this is Hippy Sue to the rescue with my girl Belle, who likes to interrupt sometimes, so bear with me if she gets out of control. I'll check on her. This is continuation of chapter 1 from my book, Decisions, Opportunities, or Fate. And please remember it is copywritten. But I want to welcome you to the native sacred lands. Once crossing the threshold into the sacred native lands, everything around you now feels different. A good, peaceful, and calm feeling. Then you begin to absorb all the essence around you immediately, giving you a form of rejuvenation within your soul, as though being lifted to a higher form of spirituality and a better understanding of all living things around you. Jordan, on the other hand, seems more interested in what she can see around her. Wow, isn't this an amazing place? Look at all the people dressed in those awesome outfits. Outfits, Jordan? They aren't wearing outfits, they're wearing Indian regalia, such as jingle dresses and grass dresses worn during ceremonies for, like healing dancing. But yes, they sure are beautiful, aren't they? In the distance can be seen a large, handmade altar built in a circular shape. 12-foot high tree trunks have been secured deep in the ground, standing straight up about 20 feet apart, completing a circle. Within this circle is a second circle of tree trunks, about 20 feet across from the other tree trunks. Atop each tree trunk lays another tree trunk attaching to one another, making it look like an arbor with branches draped over it, giving shade for those standing and dancing below. In the center of the circle is a large, deep hole that has been dug, waiting for something to maybe be planted there. Many Indian women and men roam freely around this altar, and none seem to enter its center. They are dressed in beautiful regalia. Women are wearing bright, colorful jingle dresses made from fabric and solid, healthy colors such as red, green, yellow, black, and blue. Each dress is enhanced with jingles made from chewing tobacco, canned lids rolled up into cones. These cones are attached to the sleeves, the top, and one, two, or three rows of jingles on the bottom or hemline of their dresses. Men are wearing gorgeous, brightly colored grass dresses. These men's dresses are different than the regular powwow dancer's dress, as this dress does not have the feathers. Instead, they consist of brightly colored fringe made from yarn or ribbon instead of wearing a headdress. These dancers carry feather fans, scarves, dream catchers, hoops, and dance sticks. You and Jordan continue walking, meeting a group of others who have gathered with an elder at a campfire. He offers you both to join him and the others before he begins to share his knowledge of the Sundance. Thrilled to learn more, you jump at the chance sitting next to the elder. Jordan follows suit, sitting next to you. You listen intensely to the elder's every word. While on sacred lands, you will be attending a Sundance over the next 4 days. You will learn how to build a teepee, giving you a place to sleep while you are here. Food and shelter will be provided. There are rules you should follow to avoid unnecessary incidences with roaming spirits. During my Sundance, the East Gate has been opened to allow all spirits opportunity to roam these sacred lands freely. One must not cross over this gate, or they will disappear. If you witness such a thing, please do not cross the gate, even if only to help another. A smile spreads across your face, imagining all your family, friends who have passed coming to visit with you through the east gate. How you will welcome them with open arms, feeling their energy with your embrace. The elder continues speaking. The Sundance is a ceremony of healing. Male dancers will pierce the body with buffalo bones, tying them with ropes to the sacred tree, dancing until they break free, a way to sacrifice for the healing of others. Female dancers will dance around them to give support. All will fast, and a feast will be offered to all at the end of this 4-day ceremony. There will be a sacred tree cutting, a sweat lodge, a healing ceremony, a ghost dance, and also a clown dance for any wanting to attend. We will begin this journey with the cutting of the sacred tree, at which time all will be allowed into the center of the altar circle for an opportunity to tie their offerings to a tree. An offering is a small amount of tobacco wrapped in a colored cloth. There will be different cloths with different colors for all to choose from, offering you offerings you must bring yourself. It is very important to remember you must give to receive back. This includes Mother Earth as well. Your mind fills with many thoughts of what these 4 next days will entail, as excitement continues to bubble deep inside you, wondering what the ghost dance is and why they would have a clown dance. You think to yourself, good thing I'm a smoker. I have tobacco for both me and Jordan for our offering. He continues, I can tell if a person is addicted to alcohol because I see their torso on fire. I can tell if a person is addicted to drugs because they are on fire from their waist down. You are neither. Wow, that's pretty amazing. I wish I could do that. The elder just smiles at you. Am I seeing things? That looks like a prairie dog dancing the jig, pointing at the ground in front of you. The elder responds, you are very clairvoyant. You're not sure what he means. You're thinking to yourself, that sounds like a compliment. I better look that up when I get home. You smile back, saying, thanks. The elder stands, you stand. He reaches over, placing his right hand on your shoulders, stating, we shall talk later. Smiles. Goodbye. He walks away from the campfire. Everyone there is very quiet, still sitting around the campfire. Jordan, what are you doing? Didn't you listen to him? We should probably go and make that teepee right away so we have somewhere to sleep for the next 4 days. Like, what are you talking about? The only time the elder spoke was when he stood up and put his hand on your shoulder. And then he said something to you about how you will talk later and say goodbye to us. What? That doesn't make any sense. The elder said a lot more than that. Seriously, Jordan, is that all you heard? Yes, that's all I heard. Now, what's this about a teepee? Wow, thoughts of the elder start running through your mind. What just happened? Did I just speak with him through my mind? Wow, how amazing is that? Jordan, we need to build a teepee for a place to sleep because we are attending a 4-day Sundance now. We're doing what? Well, we had better go and check out over there then. See that teepee, that large teepee? Let's go. Making your way to a large teepee, you admire how the dark green grass looks like it's been painted on its rolling hills, with bees buzzing and wildflowers as they dance in the wind, birds singing and swooping gracefully above the ground. There's not a worry on your mind. You begin running through the grass, dancing with the flowers, using your arms as wings, pretending to fly with the birds. Jordan can be heard giggling, joining you in the field. She says, "Wow, this is amazing. I love it here. I wish we could stay here forever." She pretends to fly right next to you with her arms out and her head down. Before too long, you arrive at the large teepee, seeing the same elder sitting in front of yet another campfire. You sit next to him with Jordan at your side. You do not speak unless spoken to as a way to show respect. He begins. "Welcome. I'll be helping you all to build a teepee to live in while staying here over the next 4 days. I'll be sure to explain how to how to construct the teepee while we build it. But before that, I would like to take this opportunity to explain what the meaning is behind a teepee. Come, let's walk through this teepee while I explain." He stands and walks into the large teepee. Everybody stands, following him inside. He continues to explain. "As you can see, animal skin is used for the walls of a teepee, giving warmth in the winter and coolness in the summer. This animal skin is most times from buffalo. It is laid on a council conical well, get off my arm. Sorry about that. It is laid on a conical frame of long poles opening at the top for ventilation, and it has a flap door. In the center of a teepee is a campfire. If you look above, you can see how there is a vent at the top of the teepee. This will keep smoke from staying inside of the teepee. The shape of the teepee helps to protect it from the winds. Plus, the ancient Indians believed power works in circles. They also believed a fixed home was unhealthy, allowing opportunity to move their home at any time to any place on the land. He begins to walk out of the teepee. You all quickly follow. He continues, "Now we must begin making our teepee. We have everything laid out to save you some time. All you need to do is work together and follow instructions. This will be easy since we have 4 people in this group." "We will need this previously cut canvas and about 12 poles, which are 3 feet longer than the width of the canvas. When assembling it, we need 45 feet of rope and porcupine quills to fix any open part of the canvas covering." Looking around for who the other 2 people might be, you see only Jordan, the elder, and the native woman smiling back to you. You keep listening as the woman walks closer to you and Jordan. Together, you both help gather what will be needed. The elder continues. "First, we will be laying out a tripod by crossing poles. Lay 2 down next to each other and lay a third across first 2, creating an acute triangle at the top, about 30 degrees. The 2 poles next to each other will be your corner poles, while the crossing pole will be the door pole. At this point, you will need to use about 6 feet of rope, making a clove hitch knot twice, putting the attached rope aside. A clove hitch knot is made like this. Make a turn around a pole and bring the working end back over the standing part. Continuing around behind the pole, you then pass the working end over the standing part and then under the riding turn and standing part, forming an overhand knot under a riding turn, making sure the ends merge between the 2 turns, pulling firmly on the ends to tighten. You watch every move, making sure to get it right the first try. A woman comes by checking and helping if needed. She then moves into the center of the area where the teepee is being made, grabbing an extra rope in her hands. The elder requests, would you two please join Abby in the center and pull the two poles apart about 9 feet from each other? You and Jordan do as requested poles while pulling the poles apart. Abby is pulling on the rope, lifting the poles, causing the back two poles to be like a cradle for the front door pole. The tighter she pulls the rope, the more sturdy it becomes, making more of an isosceles triangle. Abby then pulls the sturdiest pull by the door pole. Great job. Next, we will be laying in more pulls by moving in the counterclockwise direction around the tripod and tying them down, says the elder as he picks up a sturdy pole and starts using the pole to raise the ones he is laying in directly to the right of the door pole. As you make your way around the tripod, laying or adding in poles, you notice he is taking you around over and over until there is only one pole left. The one he has been lifting all the others with, and the sides between the doors and each corner now have 5 poles each. The back side between the two corner poles have 4 poles each, plus a sturdy pole leaving space for that in the center of the back side. Abby leaves, returns with a previously cut TP buffalo skin, lying it out next to the door pole. She attaches one side to the door pole, motioning for us to pick up the other side of the skin. The elder joins us and we all stretch the skin around the teepee, ending at the opposite side of the door pole. He then leaves and returns with 2 long, thin poles that he uses to insert into the flaps at the top of the teepee to open venting. A second one he inserts into the edge of the door flap, staking it into the ground. He continues to explain, we will now gather dirt from digging a campfire pit and place it around the base of the outside of the teepee walls. Once you are done with that, Abby will be helping you fill your new home with what you will need while staying with us. Enjoy your stay. And he leaves with Abby. Without even a thought, you say, wow, Jordan, isn't this awesome? I've never been so excited in my entire life. I can hardly wait to check out all the stuff we just... Oh, this is going to be great for the next 4 days. Okay, can you explain to me why it is that you can hear the elder and I can't? What? You didn't hear him this time either? Oh, walking towards the teepee. Yeah, come on, let's go inside and talk. I hear him talk to you, or I heard him talk to you about the teepee, but that's it. I didn't hear him talk to you like he did the first time when we met him. To be honest, I had no idea you couldn't hear him. I thought everybody could hear him. I really don't know why only I could hear him. He did tell me lots of interesting things, though. I figure it will help us over the next 4 days to... Two main things that you need to remember for sure while you're here, though, is don't step over the east gate, and you will always need to give to receive, and that includes Mother Earth as well. East gate. Oh yeah, what's that? And where is it? Okay, so the elder explained to me that he had opened the east gate for spirits to roam freely during his sun dance. He walked back outside. Okay, sorry, I can hear my dog wanting outside, so I'll be back in a moment. Okay, I'm back. I'll back up a little bit here. East gate, what is that? And where is it? Okay, Jordan, so the elder advised me that he has opened the east gate for spirits to roam freely during his sundowns. Now, come on, let's go back outside. So this is going east, which tells me we better not go past these bushes next to your teepee. Well, not your teepee, our teepee. Can you believe they helped us set up our teepee right next to the east gate? Abby returns with many items in her arms. You both race over to her sister, grabbing everything she has brought with her. She smiles, turns round, and walks off to get more items. You and Jordan take what she handed over into the teepee, finding 4 different buffalo hides and a handful of wrap-around skirts and shirts. You take one of the buffalo hides, toss it on the floor to use as a bed, with the second one on top for a blanket. They are heavy and warm. Jordan follows suit, making herself a bed as well. Abby returns this time with what you will need to make meals: a pot and a frying pan to place on the campfire for cooking, a kettle to hang over the campfire to boil water. She motions us for you and Jordan to follow her. Abby takes you to her teepee, located only a few steps away, where she loads both your arms and Jordan's arms with a variety of fresh food, making your way back to your own teepee to make some supper. Hey Jordan, what kind of food did you get to bring back with you? Lots. Fresh bannocks, some fresh grapes and fruit, apples, also some mint for tea, and some butter. What did Abby give you? Yeah, lots too. Deer sausage, fresh carrots, peas, fresh corn on the cob, potatoes, some spices, and some strawberries. Isn't it going to be a busy day tomorrow if we're going to check out a sweat lodge? We should probably head off to bed. What do you think? You and Jordan make an awesome meal, clean up, and head off to bed. Morning comes early. You can hear someone in a teepee stoking a fire and sausage sizzling as it fries. Rolling over, you see a smile of Abby while she is making breakfast. She never really says much, but her smile sure does brighten up any room she is in. After breakfast, you and Jordan clean up and head on down to the altar to be part of the sweat lodge. Jordan quickly makes her way to the teepee marked with a sign tied to a wooden stake. Please enter the sweat lodge. You follow behind, captivated by how peaceful and tranquil it feels around you. Once inside the teepee, again a native man offers you and Jordan a place to sit with others who have already arrived. This man is much younger than the elder. He wears blue and green colored beaded regalia with a beaded hawk feather headdress. He speaks. Welcome to my teepee. Today you will be having a chance to enjoy the experience of a sweat lodge. Our elder will explain what a sweat lodge is and how it is used. Once you have an understanding of what will happen, we will begin the sweat. If you all can follow me, please. He leaves the teepee. Following the young man, he takes you all to what looks like a small hut made with sapling willow branches and buffalo skins. Displaced dirt has been piled outside the door, making an altar. On the east side of the lodge, a pit has been dug containing a special fire for the grandfathers or rocks. This fire is built in a pyramid pile covered with kindling, looking like a teepee with opening facing door to the lodge. Many red-hot grandfathers lay in this pit, only to be used once inside the second pit, which is dug in the center of the sweat lodge. The same elder you have come across often is one to share his knowledge of the sweat lodge. He stands in front of the altar, stating, if you have anything you would like blessed, please place it here on this altar before entering the lodge. Also, if you would like to bring water and or a towel into the sweat, feel free. But no other items are allowed, thank you. My firekeeper will let you know once it is safe to enter. He begins smudging himself with a feather and sage, entering the lodge. The young man waits for the altar to choose which grandfather he wants first, taking it into the lodge and placing it into the second pit. Once the first grandfather has been placed, the firekeeper is told by the elder where to place remaining grandfathers for the round. One at a time, the firekeeper places them where the elder directs. The elder then welcomes you all into the sweat lodge. The firekeeper motions for the men first, sitting north, moving clockwise. Women follow, sitting on the south side. Once all enter and the water container is passed to the elder by the firekeeper, the elder calls for the door to be closed. The elder begins to speak. Hi, my name is Thor and I am an elder. I am a medicine man and my sweat lodge is used for healing purposes. I believe your God and others who may call your God Buddha, for example, and my God are the same God. I call my God the Creator, and I am not like some elders, as I believe we all pray to the same God. He only carries a different name. Since there is absolutely no light inside the sweat lodge, all of your other senses have become very enhanced. The smell of cedar lingers in the air as you hear the sizzling of water being splashed on the gold glow of red-hot grandfathers in the center of the lodge. With the aroma of sage filling your space, you listen to what sounds like the elder chanting in language you do not understand. But your body begins to relax. All pain and tension has begun to release itself, giving it clarity in your mind. You allow your thoughts to be that of only what you hear. Again, water sizzles when splashed on the grandfathers. The sweat lodge fills with steam. Elder begins to speak in English. Please, if anyone wants to speak or pray, you are free to do so. At this point, you think of how doctors have never been able to figure out your own illness. Saying in your mind a personal prayer, I pray for healing of this illness. I cannot continue to fight. It has taken over my world. Please give me freedom from this endless physical pain. You lay down with your towel in front of you and a bottle of water in your hand, enjoying this time of no pain. The elder splashes more water on the grandfathers, making it hotter and more steamy each time, which reminds you of being in a sauna. You lay there with your eyes closed, listening. The elder speaks. Within my sweat lodge, we have spirits roaming freely. One has informed me there is a non-believer here today. The spirit wants to play with you in a nice way. So the one who does not believe will feel a towel with the print of a sailboat on it, owned by a true believer, being placed over his shoulders. You know that is your towel. Reaching out to feel if it is still there, it's gone. Within the same second of time, you hear a voice of a young man. Wow, okay, I believe. Next thing you know, you can feel your towel being placed over your own shoulders. You smile and lay back down, relaxing immediately. The elder calls for the door to be opened, stating, I am opening the door, so if there is anyone who would like to step out and walk around, have a drink of water, or if there is anyone who prefers to stay outside, you can sit next to the sweat lodge until we are finished. I will let you know when it is time to return. You all crawl out following the elder. Once outside, you and Jordan stretch your legs and drink some water. Neither of you speak, rather you just enjoy feeling rejuvenated and aching to go back into the sweat lodge. Not more than 5 minutes passes when the elder returns, standing in front of the lodge, saying, those who are interested in returning to the sweat lodge will be informed by the firekeeper when it is safe to enter. He crawls into the lodge. Firekeeper brings in more grandfathers, placing them where the elder has requested, motioning for all to enter once finished. Again, you enter sitting south after all others have entered. You lay down again, getting comfortable, placing your towel under your head for a pillow, and putting your water on the ground next to yourself. The sound of water sizzling on red hot rocks fills the air with the smell of cedar and sage joining it. The elder begins to pray again in a language you don't understand, continuing with, "When I pray to all directions. I ask for truth, for kindness, for sharing, for caring, for strength, for respect, and for humanity. I pray not only for myself, but for all." You reach for your water, but before you're able... Oh, sorry about that. You reach for your water, but before you are able to even take a sip, the elder requests, "Can I have the one who has the purified water? Please pass it around for all others before you take your drink." You oblige without even a thought, handing your bottled water to Jordan, who takes a drink, thanks you, and passes on to the next person. While your water is being drank by others, you listen to the elder. By offering your water, you show yourself to be pure mind. We thank you for sharing your purified water. By bringing your water in the sweat lodge, you have allowed for it to be blessed by the healing powers we have tapped into today. Again, we thank you for this. He takes a drink and hands you back your water. You then take a drink yourself. This time you can taste a crispness about it. You can feel it traveling through your entire body, inch by inch, refreshing every part it touches. Time seems to have no meaning in the sweat lodge. It's so awesome to just relax and feel so healthy. The elder requests the firekeeper to open the door again, giving anyone who may have to leave the opportunity to go. Only one person seems to be having issues, requesting to leave due to feeling claustrophobic. We sat outside next to the sweat lodge while the firekeeper brings in another round of grandfathers, placing them where elder requests. The elder doesn't leave this time. Instead, he confirms there is nobody else wanting to leave before requesting firekeeper to close the door. Again, the elder splashes water on the red hot grandfathers, causing more steam and more heat, saying a prayer in his language to continue with. Is there anyone who would like to speak or have any questions? I do. Is it normal for a white person such as myself to have the ability to be spiritually open enough to be healed? He answers, I believe the answers that you seek can be found during the Sundance. Yes, you are spiritually open enough to not only be healed, but experience many different opportunities offered through the spiritual realm. He splashes more water on the grandfathers. Others ask if they can leave. Even Jordan. It has become too hot for them. The elder complies. The firekeeper, please open the door. The door opens and all leave. Only person other than the elder left behind is you. The firekeeper again brings in another round of grandfathers, placing them where the elder wants, leaving and closing the door on request. The conversation becomes more personal and relaxed. Commenting, is it normal for me to be feeling no pain? To just want to stay here forever? The elder admits, to be honest, I am surprised you are able to last as long as you have. That doesn't mean there is something wrong with that. Rather, it is very nice to share this with you. It is my responsibility to keep you safe, so when you are ready to leave, we will leave. There is no time limit, though. I can tell that others are like wanting, the ones that are waiting outside there, they're getting a little anxious and wanting to leave. Yet I would rather stay here for a bit longer. Is that alright? There's no need to worry about what the others may be feeling, even though it is a very good part of your nature. Right now it is time to just think of yourself and what you need. He splashes more water on the grandfathers and continues to pray. After another 30 minutes or so, you request to leave the sweat lodge. Elder answers, "Yes, if you are ready to leave, we can leave. Just let me express how impressed I am that you were able to last 4 hours today, which means you will need to replenish your body. A meal will be ready for you once you return to your teepee. It's been my pleasure meeting you, and you are welcome to attend my sweat lodge at any time." He requests for the firekeeper to open the door. You crawl out of the sweat lodge. Jordan is right there to meet you. "Wow, are you you were in there for a very long time. Are you alright? We were all wondering if you were ever going to come out of there." You smile. Yeah, actually, I'm doing awesome. I never felt better." Turning to look at the elder, give him thanks. Whoa, only to find he's gone. So the elder advised me that we're going to need to replenish our bodies when we get back home after doing his sweat lodge. He also told me there will be a meal ready for us once we return to our teepee. Jordan's a little concerned. "I must agree. You look hungry. Let's head back to our teepee for some supper and a good night's sleep." Together you make your way back home for the evening. Returning to the teepee after the sweat lodge, you find Abby standing outside your teepee, smiling as always. "Good evening, ladies. It is very important for you to eat a feast after attending a sweat. Your body, spirit, and mind needs to be replenished, so I have prepared a meal for us all. Please come and join in. Enjoy it with me." She walks to the teepee and both of you follow. There's an amazing smell engulfing the teepee. Salmon and deer meat simmering in the fire atop the campfire. Fresh bannock, fresh fruit, and fresh vegetables sit covered with a cloth in a basket on a small table. Abby is added to the teepee. On the table also sits a kettle, a jug of fresh water, tea, 3 wooden glasses, 3 wooden plates, and 3 sets of what looks like utensils made from bone. During your meal, you ask, "Abby, can you explain to us what ghost dance is and why you have a clown dance?" She explains. "A ghost dance is when an elder calls the thunder spirits to promote the return of the dead and the restoration of traditional ways of life, allowing the spirits to roam free during the Sundance. A clown dance is performed the last day of the Sundance as a way to celebrate all the sacrifice given by the dancers for the healing of others." You both thank her for not only all the information, but the wonderful meal she has prepared. Standing up off the ground, you begin to clean up and make your way outside to enjoy the sound of drumming coming from the distance. Abby joins you along with Jordan. Abby says, "I will be staying right here in the other teepee if you need me for anything tonight. I will return in the morning with breakfast before we go cut the sacred tree." She heads for her own teepee. You comment, "Isn't that beautiful drumming? It's going to put me to sleep in no time." Would you agree, Jordan? Talking about sleep, I'm exhausted. We should head to bed soon. I must agree. Come on, Jordan, let's head back to the teepee. With only a second of crawling back in between those 2 buffalo hides you previously laid out for a bed, you are out cold. Oh, crap. You wake to the smell of fresh bannock carrying bacon and eggs frying. Once you open your eyes, you see Jordan cooking at the campfire. "Wow, Jordan, are you up early? I didn't know you knew how to cook on a campfire." "Ha, Very funny. I just woke up myself and thought I would help Abby make breakfast. Get out of bed, sleepyhead. We need to eat and get down to the altar. It's almost time to go cut the tree. During breakfast, Abby explains what cutting the sacred tree is all about. When we go to cut the sacred tree, the male dancers will be the ones to physically cut the sacred tree, chosen previously by the elder. Female dancers will lay their shawls on the ground beneath the sacred tree to keep it pure, but not letting it touch the ground. It will then be carried by hand back to the altar to be planted in the center of the circle after offerings are tied to branches of the sacred tree. We will be driving closer to where the sacred tree is and returning in the same fashion, only because neither of you would be able to last the length of the walk without suffering heat exhaustion. I suggest you wear one of the skirts and shirts I have provided. It will help to keep you cool as the day becomes hotter. Your first thought is to make sure you bring water along. Drumming begins in the background. Well, Jordan, I guess we had better clean up and get ready for our next journey. Jumping up, you grab the dishes and head for a jug of water to wash them off. Getting dressed and heading down to the altar with Jordan and Abby. By the time you arrive at the altar, there's 100 of at least, if not more, people gathering around the circular edge of the altar. Most are native, but there are a few other white people as well. The chatter of people talking amongst each other louder the closer you get. Once the drumming starts, only the sound of drumming and one voice speaking can be heard. Today we will be bringing today we will begin by cutting of the sacred tree. For those who will be walking with me, follow me. For those who are driving, please stay with Abby and attend to your offerings before joining us. He walks away. Most follow, leaving about maybe 40 behind for Abby to help. Abby stands in front of you, all explaining, "Over here I have different colors of cloth for you to choose from. After choosing what color you would like to use, you will need to make an offering. An offering is a small amount of tobacco. If you do not have tobacco, please ask another. If you do have tobacco, please share with another." Excuse me, do the different colors have different meanings? Oh, yes, this is correct. I have 6 colors to choose from. Black for west direction, the meaning is water or vitality. Red is for north direction. Its meaning is the cleansing one must undergo or patience and endurance. Yellow is for the east direction. The meaning is wisdom of helping people live good lives. White is for the south direction, stands for warmth and direction. And the last 2 directions are the sky. Color is blue, meaning is healing. Final direction is ground for Mother Earth. Her color is green, meaning is all living things. Please help yourself. She continues, once you have chosen your cloth and have your offering, you will need to place an offering in the center of the cloth and tie it off with a piece of string. She begins walking from person to person, making sure all is doing well. Here, Jordan, have some tobacco. Anybody else need some? Here, I'll just throw it here on the ground for you. What color should I pick? I'm thinking blue. I hope that's going to help me find a way to overcome my illnesses here. You tear a cigarette apart, placing only the tobacco in the center of the blue cloth, using the string provided by Abby to tie it off, leaving enough to make a loop for hanging it on a branch later. You pick up your unused tobacco. Next, Abby requests that we all get in the vehicles provided and begin our short drive to the edge of the forest. We met up with the elder walking next to the road, all jumping out the moment the vehicle stops, joining him on his walk. You find yourself climbing over fallen trees, through bushes, over rocks, and up hills before arriving at the destination of the sacred tree. You can hear the elder. This is our sacred tree. Can we have the dancers begin to cut the tree, please? The sun begins to feel very hot. Many around you begin to speak of how they are getting very hot and feeling faint. You hand them your bottle of cold water without a thought of there not being any left once it returns to you. You watch your bottle of water get passed from person to person to person until you don't even see it anymore. Still, it doesn't bother you that everyone is drinking all your water. Instead, you are so very happy that you were able to bring water, if only to help others around you. After about 20 minutes of tree cutting and extremely hot sun beating down on you, Jordan hands you your bottle of water. Expecting the bottle to be empty, you are completely amazed to find it returned full and still cold. So you take a drink of your and continue to share your water with others. An elder woman takes a drink and she passes it back to the elder. He takes your water and continues on to another group next to you of people. You watch the male dancers use rope to raise the sacred tree to be planted in the previously dug hole in the ground. Once the elder offers your water out to the others to drink, all of a sudden all the female dancers run closer to the sacred tree, placing their shawls all over the ground. The elder yells out, "Timber!" You can hear the rustling and crashing of the sacred tree falling through other trees as it tumbles to the ground with a loud thump. All the male dancers line up next to each other on both sides of the sacred tree. Together they wrap shawls around the trunk, using the shawls to carry it back through all the trees and the bushes, over the rocks and down the hills. When you arrive back to where the vehicles were parked, the elder male and female dancers continue on their way to the altar. Just before you get to the car, the elderly native woman comes up to you saying, "Hi, I hear this is your bottle of water. We thank you. Please know you are blessed." She hands you back your bottle of water. Again, it's full of cold water. You turn to ask the woman if maybe she would know how this bottle of water continues to be cold and full, no matter how many people drink from it. But she's already gone. You climb into the car, sitting next to Jordan, handing her the water so she can have a drink. Once back to the altar, you meet up with the elder and all who had walked with him as they are laying the sacred tree down on the ground in the center of the circle. The elder advises everyone they can enter the circle to tie their offerings on the sacred tree. You and Jordan make your way to the center of the circle, following the others to the sacred tree. You say a prayer while you're tying your offering way up at the top of the sacred tree, getting it as close as possible to the heavens above, leaving the way you came in. You and Jordan sit in the shade provided by the branches of the altar. Drumming begins and the elder stands in the west with his peace pipe. He walks from one group of people to another, sharing his peace pipe, making his way to you and Jordan. He sits, lights his peace pipe, and hands it to you. You inhale smoke that you have no idea what it is, but it doesn't make you feel strange. It seems no different than having, like, maybe a cigarette. You pass it to Jordan. As the sacred tree is raised, you notice the male dancers are now attached to the tree by piercings on their bodies. Some are attached by their chests, some have their backs, and some are attached by their legs and their arms. Then they all begin to dance towards the sacred tree and away from the sacred tree and side to side, repeating it over and over non-stop. The female dancers have gathered their shawls and are now dancing in a full circle around the male dancers within the circle. One native man walks within the circle separate from others and has the entire skeleton of a buffalo pierced to his shoulders and back, dragging it behind himself. Their drumming is so relaxing it makes you want to head back to the teepee and go to sleep, commenting, "Yeah, Jordan, I'm getting rather hungry. Ready to head back to the teepee, make something to eat, and head to bed?" Yes, I'm ready. Let's go. By the time you return home, Abby has an awesome meal ready for you all. It entails fresh salmon, fresh bannock, and salad, with fruit for dessert. After supper, you all clean up. Abby heads off to her teepee, and you and Jordan head to bed. Feels like you and Jordan have been waiting a very long time for the night of the ghost dance to arrive. You grab your towel and your bottle of water, which has continued to stay cold and full for your entire journey before heading down to the altar with Jordan. When arriving, you notice right away a fewer amount of people are attending this ceremony than any other one. It is a very calm night. The sun has set and the darkness is slowly moving in. Drumming starts and you hear the alder chanting as he stands next to the drummers. He wears a bright red robe. His white hair flows freely over his shoulders as he walks back and forth with his arms in the air. Within minutes, you see four strikes of lightning bolts coming from all four directions, meeting in the center of the sacred treetop. Right after, you hear a crack of thunder as eagle appears flying in the circle above the sacred tree. It begins to start pouring rain, soaking both you and Jordan to the bone. You pray for all your family members who have passed to come and be with you, covering your shoulders with your towel. Immediately, you feel warmth coming from under your towel, beginning to dry your clothes and your body instantly. Completely bewildered, yet very happy, you motion to Jordan to put half the towel over your shoulders as well. Before long, she too is dried off and warm. From there, you both lay on the ground and cover yourselves with your towel. Odd thing is that you are both able to cover yourselves from toe to chin, yet it is only a bath towel. Laying there, you witness orbs dancing around the sacred tree, bouncing off all the different offerings, giving off an amazing assortment of different colors. You notice the elder now walking the circumference of the circle. He is dressed in all white, holding a very tall white staff in his right hand, tapping off the dirt as he walks. As he makes his way by, you also notice that he is not the elder. Rather, he must be his spirit, as the elder is still standing with the drummers and chanting to the songs. Jordan, are you seeing all the different things I am? You mean like all those different colors and those ghosts flying around us? Well, kind of. I can see the herbs, but I don't see a bunch of ghosts flying around. I can see two elders that look the same, other than one is all white and dressed in all white. What? What do you mean two elders? I can only see one elder dressed in red. Did you see the eagle? That was really neat. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I seen the lightning, heard the thunder, and saw the eagle. Oh, wow. I only saw the eagle. You both continue to lie on the ground with your eyes closed, still covered with your towel, enjoying the feeling of the rain hitting your face. You wake to the elder's voice. You're welcome to stay as long as you like, but you might want to make your way back to your teepee to sleep for the night. You look up, whoa, and see the elder standing above you and Jordan, realizing there are now no other people there but you, Jordan, the elder, the male and female dancers, and the drummers. Hey, Jordan. Hello. Wow, Jordan, wake up. You need to head back to the teepee. The ceremony is over. Wake up. Oh, oh, wow. Wow is right. I didn't even know I fell asleep. Yeah, me neither. The two of you make your way back to your teepee, listening to the drumming and enjoying a run through the downfall of rain. Once arriving home, you eat a snack and fall asleep to the sound of the pouring rain and drumming. Today is the healing ceremony, something you've been curious about since day one of being at the Sundance. Your understanding from Abby is that all are welcome into the circle and the elder will pray for the healing of all, as the dancers will continue to dance even if their piercings have broken loose. The day is very hot. 100 degrees Fahrenheit is what you have been told, with the possibility of getting even hotter. Both you and Jordan Enjoy yet another amazing meal prepared by Abby and help clean up before heading down to the altar for the healing ceremony. You follow the same elderly native woman who had returned your bottle into the center of the circle, standing next to the sacred tree. When Jordan stands next to you, she questions, uh, hey, so do you know what we're supposed to be doing while we're in here? Or when we are supposed to leave? Well, actually, I have no idea. I plan to leave when this nice lady next to me leaves. Until then, I plan to close my eyes and enjoy the drumming and chanting from the elder and the dancers. Okay, well, yeah, that sounds good to me too. You both stand there with your eyes closed. The sound of drumming and chanting becomes so tranquil to you. You begin to feel as though you're floating away, free from everything and everyone. It's extremely peaceful. Then you hear the elder. He's yelling in English, "Ground her now!" Instantly, you can feel many dancers circling around you. One stands behind you. You can feel him pounding down from above the aura. He continues to pound over and over and over again, while other dancers are chanting prayers around you, brushing you with their feathers. This seems to last for quite some time as you continue to enjoy floating above yourself until you start feeling like your legs are being planted into the ground. That is when you begin to hear reality again. That same dancer who pounded your energy from above now stands before you, repeating back to you in English the very prayer you have been saying to yourself since day one. The dancers slowly leave the radius of your personal space, continuing down the line of people, praying and chanting in each their own language. You can tell the sun is extremely hot, to the point that you should be burnt, yet you do not feel the heat. Instead, you feel stronger, healthier, and ready to live a full and happy life. You open your eyes and find you and the nice elderly native woman are the only two left. Even Jordan is gone. You want to wait and see what she does before you leave. She opens her eyes, smiles at you, and walks up to the sacred tree, hugging and kissing it before leaving the circle. You feel relief, as that's exactly what you had planned to do yourself. You walk over, hug the tree, kiss it, and thank it for all it stands for and what it has done for all who came to the Sundance. You slowly make your way back under the altar where you find Jordan sitting on the ground, relaxing. You sit down next to her. Wow, now that was the most exciting experience I've ever had, like really so far this week. How about you, Jordan? Yeah, I feel pretty awesome. Never felt better in my life. Big question is, how do you feel? Well, what do you mean? Big question. Yeah, I was there. I remember I heard the elder yell out to ground you. What was that all about? I was getting nervous when all the male dancers surrounded you and needed. I continue. Oh wow, sorry, Jordan. I had no idea what was going on. When that happened, I had my eyes closed, enjoying the feeling of the sun on my face. But it felt like one of them like pounded me into the ground like a tree. I felt really it felt really different. I feel healthier now. That's good though, right? Yeah, I guess so. Well, I don't know, Jordan. I'm good with it. The clown dancer is soon. We should probably head back to the teepee and get ready. Maybe eat something. You both make your way back home again. You find Abby there with a meal ready for us all. She is just this amazing woman that has been there from day one with a smile every time you see her. While eating, you state, Abby, we both wanted to thank you for taking care of us. You're an amazing woman, and I'm privileged to have met you. She responds back, well, I thank you very much. It has been my pleasure to have helped these last few days. I hope we will meet again. Be sure to take in a feast before you leave. Jordan answers, we sure will. Thank you again. After the meal, all of you clean up and get ready for the clown dance. Clown dance is finally here. You understand the meaning behind this ceremony. to be the celebration of all who have sacrificed for the healing of all. Upon arriving, the atmosphere is very upbeat. Everyone is laughing, enjoying the day. You and Jordan find yourselves in a place under the altar, waiting to see what happens next. All the dancers continue to dance around the one native man who carries the bones of buffalo over his shoulders and down his back. Within a very short time, all the bones fall to the ground, and he dances freely around the center of the circle. Before long, you find yourselves up dancing and cheering on all who have sacrificed for you. That's when you see it, the prairie dog dancing the jig. Before you can even say anything, Jordan comments, "Did you see that? It's the gopher dancing in the middle of the circle." Yes, I can. That is just so awesome. You and Jordan spend the next hour dancing and laughing, watching all the dancers having fun and joking around with each other in the circle when the elder walks up asking, "Have you enjoyed your journey of my Sundance?" You both answer at the same time, saying the exact same response. "Yes, it's been amazing." He states back, "I'm glad to hear that. Now, before you leave the native lands, there are a couple of things I would like to share with you both. First, it is very important for you both to attend the feast served just over there at the large teepee. Also, if you take a moment to walk the field of sage and connect with nature, you shall be rewarded greatly. We will meet again." He slowly walks on to the next group of people. "Come on, Jordan." You grab her by the arm. "You heard him this time, right?" "Yes, I heard him this time. We better head back home and pack up. Say goodbye to Abby and head on our way to the feast before we leave." "Perfect. Let's go." This time, when returning to the teepee, Abby is waiting to walk with you to the feast. She already has everything cleaned up and the teepee is taken down. She explains, "Hi, ladies. I've taken it upon myself to pack your items into your backpacks, and thought it would be nice to attend the feast together. Thor the Elder is wanting to give you both something before you leave. We will meet with him there." You all walk through the glorious fields of dark green grass and beautiful wild, shiny yellow buttercup flowers dancing harmoniously. The smell of deer meat and elk meat cooking fills the air the closer you get to the feast. It is amazing the amount of food spread out for all to enjoy. There is every kind of fresh vegetable possible, from raw carrots and celery to mashed potatoes and corn on the cob, with bowls and bowls of salad, be it rice to fruit, all look worth tasting. There is a variety of wild meat, such as lamb, buffalo, deer, elk, and even some beaver. You have options of duck, prairie chicken, goose, and even pheasant. It didn't end there. You can try homemade buns, breads, and bannock. Then to top it all off, there is also a large collection of fruit, all fresh: apples, oranges, grapefruit, grapes, peaches, pears, even mango, cantaloupe, and honeydew melon. Abby walks you both straight to the feast, motioning for you both to help yourselves. "I will find us a place to sit while oh, we eat." She walks away. Oh my God, Jaden, look at this spread. It's definitely a feast. Well, I have never seen such a remarkable amount of food in one place at one time before in my life. Yeah, me neither. Look at this. It's amazing. You both grab a plate and fill it with a portion of almost everything they have to offer. You look around at the others filling their plates, smiling at them and noticing you are not the only ones wanting to try a bit of everything. Even Jordan's plate looks as full as your own. With a slight chuckle, you turn to look at Abby. To your surprise, she is right there, waving so you can find her with ease. Whoa. When you're ready there, Jordan, I see where Abby is. Yeah, ready? Let's go sit down and enjoy this amazing feast. As you begin to walk towards Abby, you say, "Feast is right. This is the perfect name for it. Come on, let's sit across from Abby at this wooden picnic table. Hi. Hey, Abby. Hi, thanks for finding us a place to sit. Are you going to grab yourself a plate for food too? Hi, ladies. You are welcome. The elder Thor should be here soon. And yes, I am going to get myself a plate of food right now. I will return. She makes her way to the feast. While you and Jordan are enjoying the feast, Thor the elder sits next to you with a plate of food in his hand. He smiles. How have you been enjoying my Sundance? Before you can even get an answer, and Jordan's right in there. I have found your Sundance to be amazing. I was a bit worried during the healing ceremony, but all went well, so I'm not worried anymore. I also learned many different things while I was here. Plus, we ate amazing meals every day, as well as, oh, well, this wonderful feast that we're having right now. I found your Sundance to be all of what Jordan just said, plus, other than I wasn't scared during the healing ceremony. That was most amazing for me. I have become very spiritually enlightened. I have learned knowledge and abilities I never knew I had. I have been it's just been the most amazing journey of my entire life. I must thank you. Well, I am very happy all both of you have learned. Here I would like to give you each a prayer stick. These were placed within the sacred circle during the dance. He gives you both a small hand whittled stick with a red piece of cloth attached to it in the very top point. With a smile, you both accept your gift. Once finished eating, you say your goodbyes to both Thor, the elder, and Abby, making your way to the fields of sage. You and Jordan catch an aroma of sweet sage filling the air as you gently kneel upon the sage field suggested by the elder. Following guidance from the elder, using your fingers, slowly making a small hole, you take offerings of tobacco, placing it within this hole and covering it back over with the same dirt. Jordan, on the other hand, has sat next to you, trying to pull some sage from the ground with no avail. She watches as you pull sage from the ground without effort. Plus, you are able to pull as much as you want. Confused, Jordan asks, excuse me, how come you're able to pull out this sage and mine won't? Well, did you give an offering? Remember the elder said you must give to receive. Oh, right, I forgot. Here, Jordan, let me help. Jordan does exactly what you had done, and sure enough, she too was able to pull the sage. Hey, Jordan, I'm going to pull enough sage to take back with us, and we can burn it to purify our rooms. Well, that's a great idea. So there you are with Jordan, pulling nice handfuls each of sage. Slowly you make your way from the field back to the dirt path. Instantly a ray of golden begins to edge its way through the leaves of sage, getting so bright you can hardly look at it. You close your eyes for only a moment, feeling the handful of sage changing shape. It begins to feel like an odd-shaped key, almost like an old skeleton-style key, yet much bigger. Curiosity bubbles so strong you just have to open your eyes. All you can see is the bright golden aura surrounding that of a large golden skeleton key. Oh my God, Jordan, open your eyes. We found the golden key. Now we need to find the secret door to in the next 2 hours. Jordan, hello? She slowly opened her eyes. Wow, you're serious. Holy crap. Where do you think the secret door is? Before you can even respond, poof, you guys find yourself teleported right into a very dark and cramped space. What the hell happened? Where are we? Jordan, are you still with me? Hello? You reach into your backpack for a flashlight, turning it on immediately, shining it around, looking for Jordan. I'm right here behind you. I don't have a clue where the hell we are. It kind of looks like a tunnel, don't you think? She grabs her flashlight, turns it on, and starts walking. It does, doesn't it? Let's go check it out. You follow Jordan down a dark, musty dirt tunnel coming to the end. Jordan leans against the wall looking at you. Well, I guess we're in a bit of a pickle, eh? We're never gonna find that secret door now. Suddenly, Jordan falls through the wall, landing who knows where as it closes behind her. Fear starts inching its way closer and closer as you reach out, touching the walls. Oh my god, Jordan, where did you go now? Can you hear me? Hello? I'm right here behind the wall. You won't believe what I found. Come on, just lean against the wall like I did. You position yourself with your back against the wall and lean back. Instantly, the wall flips around, ending up right in front of a speakeasy. There stands two goons on either side of a swinging saloon-style doors, dressed in their black and chalk-striped three-piece suits, a white pocket square nonchalantly folded in their pockets, black fedora upon their heads, a cigar hanging from their mouth, and Tommy guns in their hands. What? Where are we now, Jordan? I have no idea, but I don't think they can see us. Do you think that means we're ghosts now? Well, I sure the hell hope not, Jordan. Only other choice is what? We went back in time, maybe? Sure, yeah, let's go with that. I don't want to be a ghost. Well, not yet, anyways. So, let me see here. Tommy gun, speakeasy, they closed. It all tells me we went back to what? Prohibition time, maybe? Jordan gives you a sigh of relief. Whew, prohibition time, perfect. So that's what, between 1920 and 1933? Great. This should be fun, don't you figure? How are we ever going to find that secret door now? You both stand back, listening into the conversation between the goons. You can also hear jazz music, laughing, clinking of glasses, and smell tobacco or cigar smoke, all radiating from the speakeasy. Can you believe our boss's brother, Sergeant Major D. Otis, plans to arrest him for bootlegging? Amazing, isn't it? Good thing we have everything set up underground now. It would be much easier to avoid him, I think. One would think so, but still I don't trust his brother won't be able to find him, or us for that matter. A handful of men stumble in front of the speakeasy, digging into their pockets, pulling out silver coins, paper money, whatever they have, handing it everything to the goons on their way in. Well, Jordan, I'm convinced they can't see us or hear us, so let's go check out the speakeasy. You and Jordan walk right by the two goons without a thought, directly into the speakeasy. Okay, this is my girl getting involved in the conversation, if you can hear her. There before you is gangsters playing poker, smoking cigars, laughing and grabbing every waitress that walks by. They don't seem to mind, rather they are more than happy to appease their patrons. A woman stands behind the bar wearing a gorgeous black and gold beaded flapper dress with beaded hanky hemlines exposing her thighs. A feathered boa drapes over her shoulders. A long pearl necklace hangs loosely around her neck with long dangling pearl earrings to match. She wears heavy makeup with bright red lipstick. A feather forehead band, beaded gold, sits lightly upon her bobbed hairdo, and the most amazingly fancy gold T-strap pumps with moderate heels for dancing purposes. With a long, slender black and gold cigarette holder between her fingertips, she serves all the male drunks with a smile on her face, motioning for waitresses to take care of these very men. All waitresses wear the same style of flapper dress, only difference being where hers has gold beading, they have jade beading. To the left of the bar, a well-dressed man sits at a piano with another well-dressed man standing next to him, producing the most amazing jazz music. Three flapper women can be seen dancing, drinking, enjoying the attention they are getting from the men around them, reacting to the swishing noises made with when twisting their bodies back and forth as they dance. A man sits passed out with his head on the table. Nobody seems to care. All of a sudden, the mood in the speakeasy changes. Whispering is heard instead of music, and all seem ready to run. Hey, Jordan, this is quite the place. Can you hear what they're saying? It got pretty quiet in here. I don't know. I think they're whispering something about cops. You try to get it closer to one of the tables, hoping to hear something, anything, when all of a sudden a woman from behind the bar yells out, "Sylvia, hurry!" A voice from afar yells, "I'm coming, Constance." Constance runs out from behind the bar, aiming straight for Jordan, saying, "Hurry, quick, take the hush money and pay him off. I'm sure if we pay his brother off, he will leave us all alone." She tosses out the bag of money towards Jordan's hands. Jordan goes to grab it. All of a sudden, an arm comes right through her stomach, grabbing that bag of money and pulling it right back through. Yeah, are you okay? Well, I guess that really proves they can't see us now, doesn't it, Jordan? Jordan continues looking at her stomach with her hand on it. Oh, so we decided we went back in time, right? And not that we were ghosts, right? Oh my god, I'm thinking we might be ghosts. Oh, Jordan, calm down. How could we have become ghosts? It's not like we died or anything, right? Before she can even respond, the two goons guarding the speakeasy come storming through the doors, Tommy guns in their hands, just aching to fire. Yelling, "Get out, everybody, get out! Constant, get on that hush money now! Cops are coming!" The rapid fire of Tommy guns can be heard in the distance. You stand there watching as everybody scatters. Even the guy passed out face first on the table wakes up running for his life. You observe Constance and Sylvia running down the hall into the closet. Did you just see that, Jordan? Sure did. Let's go follow them. You walk side by side down the hall with Jordan, being as smart as you are. You say, "Hey, how crazy are they running into the closet?" The cops will find them there for sure. Jordan reaches for the doorknob, pulls the door open to find the closet empty. Wow, look at that. Yeah, hey, they got away. There must be a secret package in here somewhere. She starts touching the top half of the walls and the ceiling, finding nothing. You make your way into the closet, sitting on the floor with your legs crossed. Might as well get comfy and watch the show since the cops are coming and all. You leaning back to watch Jordan continue to search for the secret passage. Boom! Back you go, falling right into yet another tunnel. Whoa, Jordan, get in here. There's another tunnel. Jordan, can you hear me? I can hear you, but the wall closed and I don't know where it opens. Well, just sit on the floor and lean back. You don't sit down where I was. Lean back. You'll fall right into it. By the time Jordan falls back into the tunnel, you have your flashlight out ready, looking around. Once again, it's a dark, musty dirt tunnel leading who knows where. On the other side of the tunnel wall can be heard, "Sylvia, hurry, take the hush money and go pay Sergeant Major Dean Otis. Quick, run do that and get out of here so we don't get arrested for prostitution. I can't afford that now, too. I'm going to tell, okay, I'm going to go run and tell the boss his brother is near." Okay, Constance, don't you get caught now. Will we meet above the ground or in the opium den? I will meet you in the den later. Now go. Looking at Jordan. Opium den. This has to be Prohibition era. Let's follow Constance and find who this boss guy is. Jordan agrees. You both head down the tunnel listening for footsteps of Constance. When finding the end of the tunnel, you look at Jordan. Well, this time, how about we just both lean against the wall and see what happens? It works. As soon as you both lean against the wall, it flips around, tossing you both into a large, upmarket, and very stylish bedroom containing all handmade and carved oak furniture. There's a king-size, four-posted bed with plush velvet emerald green duvet drapes over it, caressing a beautiful younger woman wearing a deep purple spaghetti strap corset, laced up the front, ties hanging loosely at her cleavage. She reaches over the nightstand, letting her long curls brush across her shoulder. A cigarette awaits her touch, sliding it slowly into her opera-style gold-plated holder. She kisses the gold-plated lighter with a quick flick. She lights her cigarette, taking a slow drag, watching a very handsome man dressing in front of her. She slides her fingers slowly down her corset, showing how well it shows off her perfect figure, pulling lightly on her garter belt strap, saying, "Did I do it right for you, my sexy, crazed man? Did you want some more sweet cheeks?" She continues, dragging her fingertips across her deep purple fishnet stockings, going down her inner thigh. Grabbing her ankle, she pulls her leg up, holding onto her heel of a stiletto. "Want some more, big boy? I'm ready for you any time." He stands tall in front of the beautiful hand-carved octagon-shaped mirror sitting perfectly on the dresser, watching her every move. The smell of sweet sweat lingers in the air. With a slight smell, he reaches for his black tailored suit pants, pulling them up over his muscle-bound legs, sliding them over his firm buttocks. He turns, leaning over the woman, grabbing her leg from her hand. He flips her over and playfully slaps her buttocks, saying, "I would like to spend my entire night with you, sexy lady, but you know how it works. Time to get up and make us some money." Just then the door swings open. Without an introduction, Constance waltzes in straight to the handsome man, taking her hand and slowly running her fingertips down the sides of his face. "I trust all is going well for you tonight." Standing up, he turns his back to the woman on the bed, grabbing Constance's booty, pulling her close. "Perfect now that you are here, sexy." Kissing her on the neck, looking back at the young woman and winking. She smiles back and pats the bed with her hand. Constance begins to speak, and anxiousness begins in her voice. "And not today, Hans. Your brother is here. We need to get out of here now." Hans stands before the mirror, looking back at the woman, saying, "Get yourselves out of here. I will follow soon. You don't need to be getting arrested. I will take care of my brother, if need be." The women race out of the bedroom, no questions asked. You both stand there in amazement, watching him get dressed as he has no care in the world. First, he reaches for his freshly pressed white shirt, sliding each arm in using diamond cuffings to keep the sleeves together at his wrist, pulling them firmly before pulling lime green tie on. Next, he does his zipper up, tossing a vest on, matching his black pants. Doing up a single button, he reaches for a gold pocket watch attached with a gold chain from the dresser, attaching the chain with his left pocket, checking the time on the watch, and putting it in his right pocket. Next, he grabs his gold and diamond ring, putting it on his left pinky finger, shining it with a quick rub on his vest before reaching for his diamond buckled belt. He stands in front of the mirror, admiring himself, with a big smile on his face. Next, reaching for his matching tailor suit jacket, topping it off with a red rose pinned to his breast suit pocket and a black fedora with a lime green silk wrapped around the base. From there, he walks calmly into the next room. The smell of a cigar smoke lingers in the air. Wow, now that was rather different, wouldn't you have to agree there, Jordan? Jordan sits on the cedar trunk accented with the emerald colored velvet located at the end of the bed. Okay, that was just way out there. Was that all real? Where did, like, where do you think we are? And you put your hand on Jordan's shoulder. Well, I have absolutely no clue on where we are or why we are here or how to find that damn secret door. But I figure we need to keep going. So what? Follow this Hans guy and see what happens with his brother? Might as well, right? It all can't get any worse, can it? Sounds of Tommy guns fired in the distance as you make your way into the next room. There sits Hans, relaxing in his oversized armchair, reading what looks like a newspaper. Sounds of Tommy guns are getting closer with voices attached. Hans, I'm coming for you. I will take you down. Hans stands, straightens his suit, and grabs a dark blue overcoat, opens the door, and walks through. You both follow, realizing he has met up by the same two goons who were standing at the front doors of the speakeasy. Come, boss, we need to get you out of here. Nicely motioning for Hans to walk ahead of them, he surrenders to the request, heading right for a wall and walking right through. Goons follow right behind. Okay, Jordan, now this is a big test. How did they just walk through a wall? Jordan walks over, fading closer she gets. You call out, Jordan, what the hell? Where did you go now? I'm right in front of you. Can't you see me? It is not until you are face to face with her that you are able to see her again, noticing how two walls are overlapping, leading to another tunnel. As you make your way through tunnels, you can hear the goons suggesting that they go to the opening again and make sure all is good before they leave. Hans disagrees and tells them it's time to go above ground now. Around the next corner, you begin to hear a different language. Jordan, can you hear that? Sounds like people speaking Chinese. Yeah, I can hear them. Wonder why they are down here in these tunnels. Bet you, Jordan, it's prohibition time, right? They're probably the Chinese immigrants our parents used to talk about. I guess that all those stories of Chinese immigrants living underground in tunnels our parents used to talk about were true, right, Jordan? Yes, I remember them stories. They were horrific. I still can't imagine being banned from Canada. Doesn't seem like that is what our country stands for. Yeah, Jordan, I must agree. Not only did our government ban the Chinese from Canada, dividing families, but they put a head tax on them. First $50, then it went up to $100, and lastly going up to $500 when Prohibition happened. Plus the highest amount being more than, well, than what they could even make in a year. Yeah, Jordan agrees. Plus, you remember they all ran and hid underground if they weren't legal immigrants building tunnels to live in? That's just crazy. You respond back. I remember your dad talking about how they built the underground tunnels between buildings, giving them warmth because the basement walls were on either side of the tunnels. How only those who were already legal with a business such as a laundry shop, a restaurant, or retail operators felt safe enough to live above ground. Most of the Chinese immigrants had a family in China they were not able to have contact with. Yeah. I must agree. I remember how sad that was to hear. Seeing it feels even more sad to me. Yeah, Jordan, I also remember him saying how those who had a laundry shop above ground or a restaurant or a real tool store or shop had a secret door giving access to building tunnels to live in under the railway station, allowing entrance to like a shed to come and go and not be seen. As you both are walking through the tunnels, you imagine what it would be like to live in such a place when you notice where Chinese voices are coming from. Seeing about a dozen Chinese men gathered in a small area. Well, Jordan, look at all those young Chinese men washing clothes in a basin of water, using lye soap no less than a washboard. Look at how bright red their hands are and all those open wounds on every knuckle. Oh my God. Wow, that looks like it's very painful. Didn't my mom say something about how lye soap will eat your skin away? You both continue walking through the tunnels completely in awe, watching how these poor Chinese people have to live. Further down from these clothes were getting washed, you and Jordan stumble onto a second group of about 10 younger men working, also in laundry. This time they're ironing clothes. Oh, well. Hey, Jordan, you remember how our parents explained that the next level in laundry was doing ironing? Oh, yes. But didn't they end up still burning themselves? Yeah, that's true. I remember Mom explaining how an iron was made from charcoal back then and had to be heated over a coal fire to be able to have it iron anything. A lot different than what we have now, that's for sure. Both walk through the ironing area. You conclude it must be much warmer than any other part of the Chinese section, most likely due to needing the coal fire to heat the irons. This group of men seem more happy, or maybe it is just less pain in their eyes. You're not sure as you continue walking along, watching them move back and forth between the coal fire and back to the iron, a piece and back to iron a piece of clothing. Hey Jordan, look how they are all sweating. I guess by all rights it must be better than working with lye soap. I can't imagine having to heat up your iron at least 5 times just to iron a shirt. Horrific, it is, right. Whew, Jordan starts walking. Didn't our parents say something about folding level, the best level of laundry other than being a legal immigrant and having a laundry shop? Yeah, yes, I remember them talking about that. Maybe we should see if we can find that. Woohoo, yeah, that sounds like a great idea. Hey, didn't your dad talk about some bootlegging and opium dens? Yes, he sure did. Remember, it had something to do with gangsters running the booze from the tunnels and working with the Chinese since both were hiding from the cops. I bet that would be who we saw back there. Jordan's chuckling away. Didn't those gangsters say something about meeting in the opium den tonight? Right, right. You're right, Jordan. They did. Maybe we will see them yet again. Do you remember the story of what the opium den was first used for? Yeah, I do. If I remember right, it was used for the Chinese so they didn't feel the pain as much, if at all. Then they became addicted to opium, making it impossible for them to ever get out of the tunnels. Yeah, I remember. That sounds right to me. Wow, we came to a T-junction. Which way should we go? What do you think, Jordan? Right or left? Let's go right. You turn right and walk a very short distance, entering into what seems to be a bedroom of sorts. There's a built-in bunk beds on every wall, with a table in the center of the room. Then you see them, Chinese men crawling out of beds and using a bong to smoke opium. Oh, wow. Well, I don't think we found the folding room. What do you think, Jordan? Oh, yeah, I must agree. I think we found the opium den. Looks rather comfy. You both make your way out of the den, ending up in yet another tunnel leading to an area that has a bright smell of stale booze. There, along one wall, sits wooden whiskey barrels wrapped with metal clamps, one on top half, one on the top half, a second on the bottom half. At least 10 barrels in a row, all side by side. Empty bottles and crates next to them, just waiting to be filled. Then you hear voices from a distance. It's the two men talking to each other. One is saying, "Come on, we need to get out of here before the cops come." The other is agreeing. You then see them running down yet another tunnel. Hey, Jordan, did you see those gangsters running that way? Let's follow them and see where they went. Jordan's already heading in the gangsters' direction. Come on, let's go. You both follow close behind the gangsters, watching them race through tunnels, going different directions and stopping at another T junction, looking both ways and heading left. Once catching up, you look around the corner on the left side into darkness. When looking to your right, you see another room, one that catches your interest. Turning back to Jordan. Look what I just found, the folding room. Let's go check it out. Wow, this sure is a lot nicer place than working any other place we saw so far. Walking into the folding room gives off a form of kindness, seeing a much nicer area, almost like it is not a part of the tunnels. There are tables to use for folding the clothes. There's even a place to hang suits and jackets, even hangers to use in real wall. You notice a small door on the back wall, half hiding behind hanging clothes. Making your way over, you pull it open. Behind is a wall, reminding you of those other walls that flipped you around. Hey, Jordan, I found another secret doorway. Come on, come help me. Lean on it. Let's see where it takes us. I don't know. This is getting a little crazy. Well, okay, whatever. Let's see what happens. As the two of you lean your backs on the wall, sure enough, it flips you right around like the other ones had. You find yourselves in the back room of a laundry shop. You can hear whispers coming from the front of the shop. You both walk through the back entranceway up to the front to find what looks like a Chinese husband and wife doing their job as laundry shop operators. Well, Jordan, I guess this proves the legal Chinese immigrants were part of the tunnels being made and supporting those who were illegal immigrants. Shall we head back and check out the last tunnel and see where those gangsters went? Great idea. Maybe we'll even find our way out of here. Yes. I wonder where that secret door is that fits the golden key. We need to find that pretty soon, too, I bet. The two of you make your way back to the wall. Lean on it with your backs and flip yourselves back into the folding room. From there, you head down the tunnel. You witness the gangsters run down. It doesn't take long before you find yourself in a very large area, big enough to be someone's home. A few hints are there for you both to find: imprints in the dirt where people have sat and laid before. Some rags sit in the corner and a kettle in another corner. Straight across the room is another tunnel. You walk up to it, peeking around the corner, finding it only goes straight. Gordon's voice breaks your thoughts process. What did you find now? Another tunnel? She laughs and takes a look for herself. You betcha. Let's go. Maybe this will get us out of here. You head down the tunnel without a further thought. Jordan is sure to follow right behind. It seems to take some time before you come into the end of the tunnel, finding a ladder heading up to above ground. When climbing the ladder, you are met with a heavy round cement covering. It takes both of you to lift it, entering into what looks like a small shed with nothing in it. When pushing the door open, you find yourselves in a railway yard. Jordan reaches from behind you, helping to push the door open with excitement. I really hope we are back to reality. Yeah, I must agree, giving a swift push of your own, adding a little prayer. Please take us back to real time. As you're peeking around the edge of the door, you say, Crap, Jordan, I was hoping we would be back to real time, not a railway station yard. Yeah, me too. Your foot hits the dirt. Poof! To your surprise, you are now standing in the center of the village. Everything around you still looks the same. Even the girl and the woman still hover above the ground in their own little section of the village footpath. All the buildings are still dilapidated with weeds encompassing them. You take another step, looking back for Jordan. Jordan, are you still with me? Jordan, if you can hear me, step on the dirt. Jordan! You begin to think, oh my God, I've lost Jordan. What? How did we end up here? Are we back to reality now? Hello? Oh my God. I sure hope so, Jordan. Everything pretty well looks the same to me. That was quite a journey we just went through. Jordan stands next to you. Yes, I must agree. Still, I'm not quite sure how we ended up back in time or back here for that matter. You start walking. Me neither, but it was fun and I would do it again. How about that secret door? Let's hope time didn't change here. We need to find that door. It's starting to get dark out. Better get a move on finding it. Where should we look? Jordan answers. Well, from here we should, maybe look through the lodge or maybe the recreational room. They're both close buildings with doors. Yeah, I agree. But I don't think it'll be a regular door. It did say something about it being a secret door. Maybe it's not just a door. If you choose to go to the recreational room, continue reading on. If you choose to go to the lodge, turn to chapter number 18. Hi everybody, this is just a quick segue because once again I don't have anything at the end here telling you to keep reading. So continue reading from here to chapter 1, part 3. Hope you're enjoying things. If you are, hit that like button and subscribe. Thanks. Oh, look at this. My baby just came to say hi. Okay. Keep playing your adventure. You're doing well. Okay, Belle, enough. Baby, sit. Don't step on my computer. Oh, you're not helping. Okay, thanks everybody. Bye. Hi everybody, this is just a quick segue because once again I don't have anything at the end here telling you to keep reading. So continue reading from here to chapter 1, part 3. Hope you're enjoying things. If you are, hit that like button and subscribe. Thanks. Oh, look at this. My baby just came to say hi. Okay. Keep playing your adventure. You're doing well. Okay, Belle, enough. Baby, sit. Don't step on my computer. Oh, you're not helping. Okay, thanks everybody. Bye.